Good morning and a very warm welcome to our Excellence Assembly on Wednesday the 17th of June. It's lovely that you've joined us this morning as we celebrate once again the excellence demonstrated by our children, both those that are now back in school with us and those that are still at home at this time who unfortunately can't be with us. It's encouraging to note that we have lots more children attending school now, and those children who have been coming to school are very happy and very settled. And we're looking forward to hopefully welcoming our Year 5 children back from Monday. We also continue to look at whether we can invite more children to come back before the end of the summer. Just a few things that we will be doing over the coming weeks are get in touch with you over classes for next year, so your child can find out who their new teacher might be. And also thinking about our Year 6s as they head towards the end of their time with at Featherston, and there'll be more information coming out about that in the coming weeks. Now, before we go any further, I just want to explain just what we are doing at the moment, because we are desperately missing you all. It's not the same when you're not all in school, and I hope that some of you will be missing us as well. We're very busy at the moment looking at all your classrooms and thinking about your curriculum for next year and how we can welcome you back safely. But most importantly, just looking forward to seeing you back in our school, and that goes for your parents as well. It's not the same on the gate without lots of friendly faces on the morning to chat to, and we look forward to getting back to some normality just as soon as we can. Do remember to get in touch with us and keep in touch with your teachers. They do love hearing from you, and we appreciate all the extra work that's been sent in and shared with us. Now, our first award of the week in Bumblebee class goes to Sophie. Sophie, you always complete your home learning to a very high standard and have done some brilliant wider learning work recently. We have been so impressed with the research on octopuses, or octopi, and we've loved your incredible work you completed telling us all about them. Keep up the brilliant work, and that comes from your class team of Mrs Osborne, Mrs Grace, Miss Finn and Miss Hugum. And here you can see just some of the examples of Sophie's writing about the octopus. If you want to pause the video now and just have a little bit longer to enjoy it, please feel free. Our second award of the week goes to Oscar in Bumblebee class, who's been working so hard with his work every day since he's been back at school. You come into school with such a positive attitude and are always ready to learn. You've been such an amazing friend and a joy to be around. I'd just like to echo that from your class team and from myself, as I know you've been supporting the children who've been coming back more recently, and you've always got a big smile and a big warm welcome for them. Now, just before we move on from Bumblebee class, I would like to just say a big thank you on behalf of the children in Bumblebee class to Miss Finn's dad, who has been very busy over the last couple of weekends building some mud kitchens for the children to enjoy. We were lucky enough to have those delivered on Tuesday, and the children have certainly had their use out of them. And once again, a big thank you for the time and the effort you've put into those. Our children really do enjoy them. Now, moving on to our class, Miss Hughes and Miss Taylor have spotted Harrison again for his excellent home learning. There is never a day when your staff are not blown away by the work you produce or the effort and passion you put into your learning. Your positive attitude that you exude is so refreshing. Each and every piece of work you upload is completed to the highest of standards as you approach a task so meticulously striving for perfection. So when it comes to setting the next step challenge, Miss Hughes has to think really hard about what could possibly improve your work, Harrison. Thank you for just being you, Harrison. And that comes from Miss Hughes and Mrs Taylor. Here you can see an example of some of the work that Harrison's completed on Tokyo, some of his research around the Olympics, and also some of his beautiful artwork. I think you can all work out which Disney character Harrison's been trying to create there. Our second award of the week for our class goes to Shelby. Shelby, not only do you complete each and every set task, you push yourself to go above and beyond each and every single day. You are determined to make the most of our online resources as you regularly log into Spelling Shed, TT Rockstars and Read Theory to practice and develop your skills. The work you've been producing, Shelby, is just simply beautiful, and you even followed a recipe you found from a text you've chosen on Read Theory. It's been so lovely to see you enjoying your learning. Keep it up, and your team are so very proud of you. And again, that comes from Miss Hughes and Mrs Taylor. And again, some beautiful photos of Shelby there enjoying her home learning. I'd love to know what it is you've been making there, Shelby. You can just see the recipe in the corner. And again, an example of beautiful artwork that I know your class worked hard on this week. Now moving into Dear Class, I am delighted to present an award to Violet for consistently completing her home learning and working to a high standard. Miss Bennett and Miss Simpson have been so impressed with your maths work, so do keep it up, Violet. Maybe having Scarlett back at school now has helped you to concentrate. The second award of the week in Dear Class goes to Lucy for your excellent lab report on your homemade Play-Doh. You've followed the procedure for writing instructions and presented your work beautifully, making sure you've documented the process in pictures. So well done, Lucy. And that comes from Miss Bennett and Miss Simpson. Here you can see Lucy preparing her Play-Doh. So it looks like she's concentrating very hard on getting the right mix of ingredients. And she's very carefully provided the recipe and the procedure there for you if you want to have a go at making your own Play-Doh at home. Now moving into Otter class, Mrs Moss, Mrs Green and Miss Mexter have awarded the first certificate of the week to George S for simply being a superstar. George, you've completed your maths and English learning every single day since our school was forced to close. You've attempted many activities on the subject grids and completed them well. In the last week, we've received a fantastic children's book that teaches French colours and 3 different activities from the geography grid. You've assessed all of the online platforms and you're an excellent role model to all of those around him. George, Miss Mexter, Mrs Moss and Mrs Green are so very, very proud of you. So well done and keep up the hard work. Here you can see an example of George's work on sharks, where he's been researching as part of his wider learning subjects. Our second award of the week in Otter class goes to Tilly. Tilly, you began your lockdown learning journey with the same enthusiasm and determination that you've shown in class, and this has not weakened as the long weeks have passed. We are absolutely delighted with your recent writing submissions that not only show your writing clearly, meeting the objectives, but you've recorded yourself reading your writing as well, with such beautiful passion and enthusiasm. This love of learning is evident in everything that you produce. You've also been a very enthusiastic and engaging member of the class Zoom meetings, as has your little sister, who we look forward to joining us very soon. Your class team of Mrs Moss, Mrs Green and Miss Mexter are very, very proud of you and want you to keep up the hard work, Tilly. On the next page you will see that Tilly has created a book all about numbers in French, with a little video attached to it, so I'm going to let you enjoy that now. Tilly, a very huge well done from me for that excellent learning there. I wonder if for a Head Teacher's Gold Star you could find out the French words for all the objects in there that you've chosen to include in your book and email them into your class teachers. I look forward to receiving that hopefully sometime this week. Now moving into Fox Club class, who Mr Clark is now teaching. Caitlin, you have been awarded an Excellence Award this week for your thorough planning and editing. You have clearly followed the instructions meticulously and incorporated your learning from previous lessons. Well done, Caitlin. You also got the joint highest score in the Fox Club spelling assessment in the same week. So very, very well done from Mr Clark. Here's an example of Caitlin's writing about Victorian Fairground, which I was lucky enough to be able to read on Monday when Mr Clark shared that with me. I would strongly suggest you pause the video now and enjoy reading through as you look at some of the language she's been using in her writing. Now in Fox Class Scarlett, it must be a good day for your family today and a good week for them. You've been awarded the Excellence Award by Mrs Solomon and Mrs Smith for your great determination and perseverance when completing a piece of creative writing this week. The finished piece showed the effort you put into completing this and the pride in your work. So a big well done to you, Scarlett, from your class team in Fox class. Now on this page you can see Scarlett's writing about the dark woods. Again, I would urge you to have a few minutes now as you pause and read and enjoy the atmosphere that's been created. And do remember, we do celebrate children's learning as it's being sent in to us, rather than editing it ourselves. Now we have a couple of birthdays to celebrate this week. Alex, it is your birthday today, so a very, very happy birthday from everybody at Beversden Primary School to you. And Emma, we wish you a very, very happy birthday in advance for your birthday tomorrow. And we look forward to hopefully seeing both of you two back next week and being able to celebrate and find out all about your birthday when you return. Now, just a reminder that our successful class drop-ins are continuing, and each week we will be enjoying a drop-in with every single class. And we do encourage you to make sure you are responding to those emails. Bumblebee class will have their drop-ins on Tuesdays at 1 o'clock. Our class, your drop-ins will be on Thursday at 1 p.m. Dear class, Friday afternoons at 1 p.m. is the time that you can join us. Otter class are meeting on Thursdays at 11 o'clock in the morning. Foxcroft class, you enjoy your time together on Thursdays at 10 o'clock. And for Fox class, it is at Wednesday at 11 a.m. We do send out an invitation each and every week using parent mail forms, so please do ask your mums and dads to check and make sure they respond so that we know we've got permission to include you in the chat, but also so that we can send you the updated link each week. It's a really good opportunity to see your friends who we know you are missing, and many of your friends are missing you. If you haven't joined the Zoom chats so far and would like some more information, please do get in touch or have a chat with one of your friends who can explain how it all works. Now, I have just mentioned parent mail, which is our main form of communication at this time, and I would encourage you to make sure your mums and dads are checking parent mail regularly. We have reduced the number of things that we send out each week, so now we're combining our daily updates into a weekly bulletin where we share a lot of the learning that's been celebrated in school that doesn't make it into our Excellence Awards. We also are starting to plan for the return of more and more children, so please do ask them to keep checking so that if we're in a position to invite you back, you're the first to know and you find out about it. We would love, as I say, to welcome more children back in the coming weeks. Other things we're doing with parent mail is trying to get ready for September and thinking about updated contact information, so please do read your parent mails. If you have any problems, please contact Mrs. Rosen in the office, who is a bit of a whiz on parent mail, and we'll be very happy to help you sort those out. Finally, just a reminder of ways that we keep in touch with you and also ways that you can keep in touch with us while we have to be separated at this time. So first of all, our school website, which contains lots of useful information about the school. It also has contact details for key members of staff on there. That can be found at www.bethersden.kent.sch.uk. We also regularly update our Twitter feed, which is at BethersdenSCH. With lots of pictures of learning taking place both in school and at home. It's our main way of celebrating what's going on daily. You're watching today our Excellence Assembly on our YouTube channel, which can be found at Beversden Primary School, just searching from the top bar as you log onto YouTube. For you to keep in touch with us, we've set up two very special dedicated email addresses at this time. The first one is for general inquiries or any concerns you may have, so please email us on families@bethersden.kent.sch.uk. That could be anything from advice with home learning, home routines, or simply to get in touch and share some examples of learning with us. Secondly, if you are concerned about a friend or a family in the school and you would like some further advice or for us to take some action for you, please feel free to email safeguarding@bethersden.kent.sch.uk. I do monitor that email address throughout the day and at weekends, and I'm around to provide any information that might be helpful at this time. Finally, as we're in school more now, the school office phone is back in contact, and the phone number for that is 01233 820 479. Outside of school hours, the school phone does divert to a mobile and will be answered during reasonable working hours. It's been great that you've joined us today. We've really enjoyed sharing the excellence of our children. Please do keep sending in the examples of the learning that is taking place at home. I'd just like to say a big well done to you all for keeping on persevering at this time, and we look forward to seeing many more of you back in school just as soon as we safely can. For now, take care of yourselves, keep in touch, and we'll hear from you soon.